Oh, y'all, it's so good to see you. I'm just like so blessed. See there, the light's a little better there. To be doing this virtual studio art gallery show and sale with you today. I am in a room that is in the home where my son and daughter-in-law live, and this used to be in the, well, started in the 1950s, 1958 actually, but it was a home for orphans. And there were 16 homes here. And so with the amazing foster care system in the state of Texas, there's less of those that need to be here. There's still several homes, but this is like has extra room for guests that come and groups that come and help and serve here at this nonprofit. So anyway, I'm in my room, in this room that has all my paintings and stuff. It was like a great room for storage. So I'm getting to use it. And I think Coda is asleep over there. You can see her right there. She came in with me. But I'm so excited, and I just want to start with prayer because, you know, God's in the middle. And I just posted something that Corey Ten Boom wrote that, you know, prayer brings us right into where God is, and nothing he does is ever small. And so, Lord, I just thank you for this time and this space and this place that we can hang out with you, and that I can show off the work that you've done in me and through me. And I'm pretty amazed that you would give me this space and this time, and the coronavirus will not take us down. We're only growing in ways to hang out with you, Lord. We're only growing in this holy parentheses of time. So thank you. And I just pray this is upbeat and fun as I share what you've been doing and what I've been doing lately. So I'm excited. So I am going to flip this little switch and show you. This is the first painting that I want to show you. And this is a 20 by 20, and it's $297. So if you do decide that you want to buy as you're going along, you just need to be the first one to click. This is mine, or buying this, something like this. This is $297. And the name of it is If I Ride the Wings of the Morning, from Psalm 139, verse 9. And this was the 34th painting that I did in 2020. So I actually, because I paint on several at the same time, I had this going, but I want to show you the close-up of the texture that I did on this painting first. Did not know what it was going to be, and I painted this on an emotional day for me. It was the first day, it was the first day that I used my husband's workshop for an art class. So this was in late February. Honestly, I can't remember the exact date. But I painted the day that I had my class. I had 3 students, and I decided to just paint in the same time that they were, after I met their needs. And we were just, you know, it was the first time I'd painted in my husband's workshop, and it was so holy. I had, that was the first day that I did not have such deep grief. I felt so much peace being in there. Now, he had I think it's 10 by 12. It's very nice. It has a lovely front porch on it. So I had so much fun painting this, and just going to show you a little bit closer. The texture is just delicious. So I really love her. And, you know, I ended up having her hair blowing, and I don't always put my wings like this, but on this one, I just felt like this is how it needed to be. So there's, you know, a lot of gold. And I wanted to read to you from Psalm 139 verse 9. And welcome everybody that's watching, because this is where I got the name of this painting. Psalm 139 has been a huge help for me. Hey, Sherry. Has been a huge help for me during my journey of grief. Wow, so much, because God tells me that there's no place that I can go that He's not there already. And He knows everything about me. When I sit down or stand up, my thoughts even when I'm far away. But I move on to verse 9. Well, I'll read verse 8 first. If I go up to heaven, you are there. If I go down to the grave, you are there. If I ride the wings of the morning, if I dwell by the furthest oceans, even there your hand will guide me and your strength will support me. And so that part, if I ride the wings of the morning, is what I named this, because sadness hits me in the morning when I wake up and realize that my man is not there. And so I just He rides the wings of morning. He is already there. God is already there for us. So isn't that cool? So this is a 20 by 20. It is not gallery wrapped. It's just on a 5/8 inch, 5/8 inch canvas, and it would need to be framed. But honestly, it's so much easier to ship paintings. So without the frame. Here's the next one that's 20 by 20. Again, the price is $297. And let me scoot back a little bit so you can see the whole thing. And it can be turned. I wrote my name in the corner, so you may like it better, like that. And the name of this one, I got from a song that I listened to. It's called "The Spirit Was Moving Over the Water." And this was number 33 of 2020. And I actually painted this, started this on the same day that I did this angel. So I painted 3 paintings that day. So this was again done in Wayman's workshop. Thank you, Elena, for saying this. But I feel like these flowers just emerged over the water. And I will write the notes. I'll write it in here. But y'all, there is a group, John Thurlow, I've listened to for many years. THUR LOW, I'm pretty sure. But he just connected with a group called Harvest. And they just put out a new album called There in the Middle. And the second song on their album is called Rest on Me. I'm pretty sure it's called Rest on Me. I just looked at it, but it is, the words of that song are specifically, the Spirit was moving over the waters. Oh, I didn't flip let me flip it. The Spirit was moving over the water. And I really felt like I just felt so much peace when I was looking at this. And I love, love, love the colors. So let me flipping y'all back and forth. But I mean, this is just delicious. I just added a little gold, and then you've got the green thing going in the background. Each flower is different. That one has a little bit more red. This one doesn't have much there in the corner. So it's really, really beautiful. I think this is probably my favorite right there. It's nearly the biggest flower on there. So and then this has got some empty space. And I'll just say to y'all, it's hard for me to paint space or leave space on a painting. It is, that is always a challenge for me, is not to add another flower. So you can see that here I've got some swirls going, but I didn't add the flower. I constantly seem like I want to do that. And so I think that artists would call that a negative space. But Anyway, so this is called, what I just said, something in the morning. Sorry, my brain is, the Spirit was moving over the water. Yeah, the other one, this one was the morning. That's the morning, coming on the wings of morning, and this is the Spirit was moving over the water. And so these are both 20 by 20, and they're $2.97. Then the next one that I have here, y'all, is, and I need to grab my Bible. I'm scooting along in a chair. So this one I started on Good Friday. I did a live paint. You can look back in my streaming. Thank you, Alicia. The positive thing is negative space defines the positive space. Thank you. So that's some good words for me to to have there. But this is this is 12 by 24. It is on gallery wrap, so it does have an 1.5 inch edge. And this is 217. And the name of this is Focus on the Joy of Knowing, taken from Hebrews 12:2 from the Passion Translation. So let me go ahead and read that. Sorry, leaning down. I need like a little cart to go with this. So last Friday, as I was preparing to paint live with Genevieve a week ago, was Good Friday, y'all. I really was drawn very much to these verses in Hebrews 12 out of the Passions, particularly as I was thinking about my husband already receiving, his eternal life, and for what Jesus did, defeating death on the cross with his death. With Jesus's death, he helped us all live, right, forever, eternity. So I sat with this a lot last week, and thank you for all the emojis, yeah. And so I will admit as well that this was hard to paint live. Like, I do paint live, but it was just harder than I had expected. Mainly, and if you watch that live, there was so much wet paint. There was so much, I'm going to turn my face around. There was so much wet paint on this canvas that I could not get the traction I'm used to with my palette knife because it was wet. And every time I would try to do my canvas, it would pick it up. And so I wrote on the canvas first, and you can still see a little bit through the cross there. There's a D and some more lettering in there within the heart. I wrote this part of verse 2 from Hebrews 12. We look away from the natural realm and we fasten our gaze onto Jesus, who birthed faith within us and who leads us forward into faith's perfection. And so this looking away from the natural realm really has me, I'm grieving so much in the natural realm. Like, grief is my natural response because my man is not here anymore. He's not sitting with me at the breakfast table. He is not here. And in the natural realm, he is not here with me. He is in the spiritual realm. And this is what I'm trying to understand. And I believe God is giving me insight. So this verse just really became important, really important to me over Easter, over his resurrection. Death and resurrection. We fasten our gaze onto Jesus, who birthed faith within us and who leads us forward into faith's perfection. His example is this: because his heart was focused on the joy of knowing that you would be his. And so the title of this painting is Focused on the Joy of Knowing. He knew that we would be his forever, and it was worth it for him to go to the cross and get beaten and die so that we could be saved. For the joy, he was focused on the joy of knowing that you would be his. He endured the agony of the cross and conquered its humiliation, and now sits exalted at the right hand of the throne of God. And so, y'all, I named it Focused on the Joy of Knowing. That's what he was focused on. He was focused on knowing that we would be with him forever. And and I put 2 more crosses on there because on that day that Jesus died, there were 2 more men that were on crucifixes, and one right before he died gave his life to Jesus, and Jesus said, "I'll see you in paradise." And so on that one, I put some gold. And so, I look back at the pictures of this painting that I did pretty soon on Friday before I started working on it more later this past week, and I actually liked it better, like if I would have left it as it was last Friday. So, there's a lesson in that for me. Well, in some ways I liked it better, but there's a lesson in that for us as artists, as creatives. Like sometimes if we keep going, we can get to the next level of excellence. Or sometimes we can, go a little too far. And so I must have changed the center of this heart so many times, y'all. I mean, I changed it, and finally I put a lot more white in there, and then I would wipe that off. I use baby wipes, when the paint is thin. I also put some liquid acrylic and then my spray bottle and let that roll down, symbolizing Jesus's blood. So I do really, really like this painting. It's very bright, and I love the meaning behind it, like for the joy of knowing. So this is 12 by 24. It does fit on a really narrow wall. Let me just show you here on this door. Like here's just, a door in this room, and like it will fit nicely on narrow walls. So it's probably I've probably sold more of this size of painting than anything else. And it is lightweight. And it would ship easily. And so if I haven't seen anybody, nope. So anyway, if that's something you want, you need to just say the cross painting or whatever is mine. It's $217. So now I'm going to stand up, but I put up some quotes that are out of my book. And thank you to Peggy Tidwell, who did my book launch party for me. She and Julie Jacobson did that for me last summer in June. And I loved these quotes that she pulled out of my book to help decorate. And I brought some of them with me. And this one is God is up to something in the detours. And so actually today, I do a live Bible study 2 days a week, y'all, using my book, Small Beginnings. It's called Small Beginnings, A Journey to the Impossible, and I do it at 9 a.m. on Friday mornings and Monday mornings. And today we did chapter 5, and chapter 5 is Walk Out on the Water, and the subtitle of that chapter is God is Up to Something in the Detours. So Facebook Live has been having some issues. 48 minutes into my 1-hour video this morning, it closed down, and I didn't realize it, but thankfully I got 48 minutes on there. So it's on this feed, and you can go on and watch it if you want to. But he is up to something in the detours, y'all. Right now, we are in the midst of some big detours. We didn't expect this. And so, so I just pray that God will show us all what we're supposed to be doing right now in this detour, in this holy parentheses, I call it. Here's another quote. This is from chapter 4, and it's called We Need Each Other on This Journey, Find Your People. So I taught on that last Monday, so you can go on and watch that. So here is another painting. It looks so beautiful with light behind it. So here I've got a window and looking out, and I'll just show you baby chicks back there in the backyard. There's 37 of them, so they are just having fun in the leaves. Sunday they will be 3 weeks old. So we put them up at night, but they get to come out here and scratch in the daylight. So back to this painting. Okay. So this is 16 by 20, and the prices of my 16 by 20s are $247. And it's so cool that the light shining behind, I put a green and yellow on the first layers of this cardinal. And the name of this painting is The Sweetest Song of Love. And I worked on this painting as well that first day that I was working in Wayman's workshop. It's a horizontal landscape view versus portrait. So it's a little bit, it's longer. Yeah, Susan, I can't see what you, yeah. So I love cardinals. And I had fun doing this background. I had some dark blue underneath, and then I decided just to do, with my palette knife, do some scraping and put that in, and I'm just really pleased with how this turned out. And because the light is shining behind it, it even looks better, I think. But it's not often that we ever would put a painting in a window. Normally, they'll go on a wall with no light coming in. And again, this one is done on the thinner canvas, so it would need to be a frame if you would like that. And it is The Sweetest Song of Love. Yeah, is the name of it. This one is The Balconies of Heaven. It did sell. Thank you. The Balconies of Heaven. So thank you, Sherry. This just sold a little bit ago. I posted this last night. I'm going to have to go grab my Bible again, y'all, but this is Hebrews 12:1, and it talks about the great cloud of witnesses. So let me grab my Bible. See if I can do it right here. Don't have much room on this windowsill. Oh my, this one has been extremely meaningful to me. I had it with more yellows and browns, and yesterday I decided to work on it some more, and I added the turquoises and blues and gold and a little more yellow, and it just happened. I did a video, which I have not put up yet, of this one, of it time lapse. So I will put that up maybe later today or tomorrow. But let me read to you what we know is happening now in Hebrews 12:1. We know right before that in the very end of Hebrews 11, talks about these were the true heroes, commended for their faith, yet they lived in hope without receiving the fullness of what was promised them. But now God has invited us to live in something better than what they had, faith's fullness. This is so that they could be brought to finished perfection alongside us. So 12:1 says, the great cloud of witnesses. As for us, we have all of these great witnesses who encircle us like clouds, so that we must let go of every wound that has pierced us and the sin we so easily fall into. Then we will be able to run life's marathon race with passion and determination, for the path has already been marked out before us. So this great cloud of witnesses, and I did put a few angels in there, not many, but a few, as symbols, because I believe they're still maybe ministering to the saints. But I really, really, really love this painting. And thank you, Sherry. I'll be going to Wisconsin. I love the colors in it. I love those wings. There's not typically the wings that I do, but yesterday I'm just listening to God and just really soft. There's another one over here. So, a whole crowd right there with one angel in between. So, just beautiful. I love the color of this robe. These two robes side by side are just gorgeous. Yeah. So thankful. The balconies of heaven. Thank you. Again, y'all, the 16 by 20s are $247. So here's one more. I got quite a few likes on this one yesterday. This, I think, was actually the very first painting I did. It was one of the first paintings I did after Wayman died. I did it in mid-February, around the 22nd, I think, 21st or 22nd of February. I was teaching at my retreat, and it was Sunday, or Saturday afternoon, and I just felt like I was supposed to paint. So I asked people to give me their paint as they were walking by, their extra paint, and I put it on. This was done all with a palette knife. Let me just put my Bible down on this chair. And the name of this one is The Place of Freedom, This Place of Freedom. And I felt like God was telling me that, He is our place of freedom. Like, there's no greater place. If we really want freedom like this, we just come to Him and He will give it to us. So let me move this. I'm just going to see if I can put it right here so the light is not shining so much on it. But I think you can see the picture I took of it last night had definitely lightened up the top part more. But I love this painting. I put, that is not actually gold. That is yellow ochre, but it looks gold on that. And, oh man, it is really beautiful. There's so many layers to it. And, it could be for me, I feel like it is a river and a forest. So some people have looked at this and see the skyline of New York City. It definitely could be, a forest, a river, skyline. I really love my use of red in this, and it's at the very bottom and then again at the top. I did sign my name sideways, so if you wanted to do it like this, you could as well, which it looks really cool like that too. I love abstracts because you really can put them, they're in different places. You can do different things with them. So this was all done with the palette knife, and it was also like gifts of paint from the people that were at my retreat. When they walked by, I had an easel there, and I said, "Hey, can I have your paint?" Leftover paint. And so, they just gave me their paint. So this is, I'm going to stand back up, This Place of Freedom. And it is $247. Yeah, and so now the kids are out here from one of the homes playing with the chickies. So, they're out there getting chickies and playing with the dogs. So, but here, y'all, is 12 by 12. So this is 117. And let me check the name of this one. I Will Be There in the Middle. So again, from this Harvest and John Thurlow album called There in the Middle, there is a song. And I named this, and this is number 30 from 2020. Yeah, so I number my paintings. Otherwise, y'all would have no idea how many that I've painted. So this one is There in the Middle. Like, I feel like I'm in the middle of grief. And I know I'm definitely not even halfway through, but the middle is long. So I feel like I'm there in the middle, and that's why, God is with me right here in the middle of this. So are y'all still seeing me? I haven't seen any comments in a while, and I just don't trust this Facebook Live, but I think so. If somebody could just write a little comment, if you're still on and seeing, okay, I see some emojis, thanks. So you're on, thank you. That's you, Alicia, I think, and Sherry, thanks. Okay, and that one is 117. So this is there in the middle. This one is a 12 by 9 or 9 by 12, and it's 97. And let me see. This is on a gallery wrap, and the name of this one is I Am Who You Say I Am. Yeah, I know that we really have to believe that God is who he says he is. So, yeah, that 12 by 12 was not a gallery wrap. That was just the 5/8, the 117. This 12 by 9 is, or 9 by 12, I should have written, is 97. And it is on a gallery wrap. So next, this one has sold. This is a 4 by 12. And thank you to Gina. Oh, Righteous One is the name of this one. Again, this is 4 by 12. And that one did already sell. Thank you, Alicia. This, y'all, is a 5 by 7, and it's 57. It's on gallery wrap, so it can stand on a shelf very easily. And it's called I See You. I See You is number 38. I really love the colors in it. It's got a lot of bright, different shades of yellow, and then with the greens. And a little bit of a subtle cross in there. So, okay, Mary, this one, Mary, just to be sure you want this, I See You, the 5 by 7. I see you would like to purchase. I want to be sure you get the right one. Do you want the 5 by 7? Okay. This one right here. Okay. Let me just go back. So, Mary, this one is yours, and I will, I'm showing it right here. I am who you say I am. So I will send you a message, and or you can message me, and I'll send you an invoice. But thank you so much. Yeah, that one's really beautiful. And see, again, y'all, the sun is shining behind, so it looks really cool like that. Normally, again, we don't put our paintings in a window, but small paintings, like it could happen, like it could be good. Okay, so I got that one, and I will just put that price underneath there so I know that those are sold. And 5 by 7. Okay, I'm moving on. Now I've got a little set. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but I have 5 4 by 4s, and these are 37. So I want to see, I See You if it is available. And yes, it is available, Elena. So I will push my little thing there. So I know that you just purchased this one. I See You. Thanks, Elena. So y'all, these are littles. They're 4 by 4s. They're all on gallery wrap, so they can just sit as blocks. And they're 37. So let me start with this heart right here. So I'm going to pull it out of the window so you can see it. It's called Be Still. And I named this one yesterday because I really keep hearing God tell me to be still. Like, this is what he wants me to do. Be still and know that I am God. So this is one of the hearts. I do have 3. So let me pull this one. This one is called Strong Love. This is number 40 of this year. So Strong Love, and this has definitely more pinks and purples on it, but then the greens are a little bit stronger on the inside. So Strong Love. And then this one is called I Am Enough. And this one has more reds. I subdued it a little bit on the outside with the red. So I'm going to show you these 3 again in the order. This one is called Be Still. This one is Strong Love. And this one is I Am Enough. So you can maybe see them. They're a little bit hard to see. If y'all want me to move them down where you could see the color a little bit better without the sunlight, I can do that. And then here is an angel. This is 4 by 4, and this is called the Mighty One. And I just know God, he sends angels around us to help us. So this one is 37. And then I have a floral that's on gallery wrap. I really had fun doing this one. Oh my word, I just had so much fun. It was just so rich. And this one is called My Love Never Fails. And I felt like I heard God tell me, like, this is like my kind of love, the kind of love that will never, ever fail. And so, yeah, I love this little guy. And then I have one more angel that is not on gallery wrap. You could put it on an easel, but it says, if you say it, I believe it. If you say it, I believe it. So I was listening to a praise song as I was naming yesterday afternoon, and I just heard that. And so this can go on a little easel or it can go on your wall, but it is 4x4 and it's 37. Then I have two they're 2x4s within a 4x6. And these are 57, so they're in a wooden frame. And this cardinal is Love Remembered and ready to hang on that. And then I have another one that's 57, and this is the church. And it says, My Home, My Place. Yeah, thank you, Lord. Then I have an 8x8 floral. I have just two more, y'all. This 8x8 floral is Still I Will Praise You. Still I Will Praise You. 8x8. And yeah, I had a lot of fun painting this one too. Okay, Alicia, I will go back to that little church. So this 8x8 is 77. And this little church is called My Home, My Place. And I really feel like, y'all, we need to feel like the church is our home, but it's way beyond the four walls, which we know now. Sherry, which one do you want to purchase? I don't know which one. Do you want to purchase the church? I picked up the church. So the floral, okay. So this floral, it's Still I Will Praise You, and a lot of gold on it. And actually, I'm going to bring it down here to your holy. Yep, I can see some of the same colors in the background. Yeah, I don't know if you'll put them in the same room, but thank you so much. And then I have one more, this cross, and this is 4x12 and it's 67, very fluorescent, and it's called It Is Finished. So yeah, I think, let me put it over here and see, I'll just put it on that wall without the sunlight, and I think you can see very bright. So, yep. So I'm just going to go back through and just see if anybody wants anything else. So that cross is available. It's 4x12 at 67. And the cardinal off of the window. Yes, this little cardinal, Christy. Yeah. Or the bigger cardinal. This one is called Love Remembered. It is 57. And I don't know if you want this to look at this one. Yeah, that one. This one is 247. It's 16x20. And the name of this one is The Sweetest Song of Love. 16x20. So you're welcome, Sherry. So Christy, I think maybe this is the one you wanted to look at. And I can pull it off of, maybe not on the window. Okay. I'm trying to. So this one, here it is. I'm just holding it on the wall. And so you can see that it is, let me put it on this wall even. Hold it up so you can see, because it is landscape, it's a little bit harder, but you can see it doesn't, that color doesn't show back, but there's still like a little bit. So this is out of the window, and just you don't see that light space underneath because it would be on a wall. So I think that's what you wanted me to do, Christy. So, yeah, he's really beautiful. So, yeah, little purple coming in there. I mean, I put a lot of different colors underneath this, and then I covered it with yellow. And so, again, this just, it's just like and there it is in the window. You can see more of that yellow coming through that. And there's a little orange even that doesn't show up. Okay. See, those are sold. This one has not sold yet. If y'all are interested in that, it's 57 5x7. Anything else? These littles right here are 37. And I wanted to show you, these are 3 more things from my book, Dream the Impossible. That's chapter 1. Yeah, I really believe that is something we're supposed to be doing. And then chapter 2 is about pursuing our purpose. Our legacy is to pass on the beauty we create. And then this is like the whole thing. Our life is a series of small beginnings. And I don't think that I really understood that. I definitely don't think I understood that until after Wayman passed, that we have all of these small beginnings. So many, so many small beginnings. So let me just go through again, just to show you these. That one is sold. There's the abstract. Thank you so much, y'all, for being on here with me. That 12x12. This one is sold. This one is sold. These little ones are available. There's another little. This little 3x3. Did I show you this? I don't think I did. This is a 3x3. It's 27, and it's called Your Protection. And it would fit on a little easel. And this floral has sold, and then there's a cross. So thank you so much, Elena, for jumping on. And I love y'all. I think that, we've been on here, and it was really fun. And I just thank you for hanging with me and listening to my processes and God's goodness and this whole thing. So any other questions, y'all can always message me. And if you are thinking about a painting even later and you say, I want a close-up picture of it, then I can send you an individual picture. I would love to do that. And for those of you that did buy, I will be communicating to you so I can get your email address and your mailing address and invoice you in QuickBooks. So I'll need an email so that I can send the invoice in QuickBooks to you. So Sherry, I'm so excited for your floral and your balconies of heaven. Oh my word, that is just like amazing. And even on, without the light, like that's just on the wall, and it just really, it's really amazing. So, okay guys, well, I'm gonna pop off. Let me know if I can help you in any way. Thank you, Alicia. It was awesome hanging out with y'all. Let me see. Here's my doggy right down here. Coda's been with us the whole time. Where are you, Coda? Are you right there? There you are. There you are. You're on the video. Okay. Bye, y'all. Happy Friday. Have a blessed afternoon. Bye.